This is Pro Wrestling News and Rumors. I want to give my quick thoughts on the Raw Reunion this past Monday and also SmackDown last night. My thoughts on the Raw Reunion, it was a solid show. I give it, 4 out of 5. It was pretty good. You had different legends on there. You had, the Boogeyman. You had a bunch of people going after the 24/7 title. Pat Patterson, Kelly, Gerald Briscoe, Alundra Blaze, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. You had, a bunch of people, like I said, going after the 24/7 title. You had Hulk Hogan, of course. He's a legend. He made his way back to the WWE. And you had the Click and DX. You had them do a little thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin was there. I'm not going to spoil it. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's on Hulu, or you could have DVR'd it. I don't want to spoil too much about the matches and actually what the legends were doing. I suggest, if anybody has time and they're curious what happened, you can check it out on WWE's YouTube page for like the clips. And if you don't want to do that, like I said, you can watch it on Hulu. But overall, I was happy with Raw. I thought it was really good. The best segment for me was the Moment of Bliss with Becky Lynch and Natalya. I'm really looking forward to that match. I think it's going to be really good for both Natty and Becky. And seeing as how SummerSlam is in Toronto, Canada, I look for Becky to win, or I look for Becky to lose. I look for Natty to win. I look for Natty to win, cause Becky to snap, and actually turn heel. That's what I'm looking at for that match. And of course, SummerSlam, we're going to have Brock versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. Guess as good as mine on that one. I've heard different things. I've heard Brock's going to keep the title. I've heard they're going to put it back on Seth. Then I've heard they're not really wanting to push Seth as champion anymore. So, I don't know what could happen there. On SmackDown, we had a segment with Dolph Ziggler and The Miz on Miz TV, and Shawn Michaels was there, and you had a little back and forth with Ziggler and HBK. It seems like to me they're setting up Ziggler versus Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. HBK don't have much longer left as far as matches in the ring goes, because he's getting up there. If it don't happen, it's probably going to be in The Miz versus Ziggler, which I'd be okay with. They also had the main event was Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. It turned into a just total chaos. It wasn't even really a match. They wound up joining forces, not necessarily a tag team, but they joined forces and took out McIntyre and Shane McMahon and Elias and Drew McIntyre. KO hit them with a bunch of stunners. That was a really cool segment. Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston. That is set for SummerSlam. Of course, they had a history way back in 2009, 2010, when Kofi was going to get pushed, and he botched a move, and that killed his push. Orton is rumored to have went to Vince and killed his push. I'm looking forward to that match. I think it's going to be a show stealer for SummerSlam. It should be really good. But that's my quick thoughts. Like I said, Raw Reunion, I don't want to spoil too much. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you watch it, at least, for the legends. And SmackDown was really good. SmackDown, like I said, SmackDown's consistent. Whether Bischoff's in control, whether he isn't in control, SmackDown's been pretty good. Raw's been good too, but, it gets kind of stale sometimes, but it is what it is. Now with Heyman, kind of running things. I mean, I think things will get better. They'll look up. That's all I have for today. I hadn't got to check out the 205 Live episode last night. Isaiah Scott versus Drew Gulak non-title match. People said that match was killer, so I need to watch it. And NXT comes on tonight. Probably gonna try to check that out. News of the day: Raw toppled 3 million viewers due to the Raw Reunion. SmackDown, I don't think it fared too well. It got over 2 million. I can't remember the exact number, but people thought it would got more of a boost from the Raw Reunion fallout. That's all I have for now. Like I said, I'm definitely going to post a video about SummerSlam, and that's like 2 weeks away. AEW is going to be having a show in the fall. I mean, it's a lot of wrestling to cover, like the market's kind of oversaturated, but honestly, in my opinion, you can never have too much wrestling. That's all I have. Thanks.